Hi. So, okay, first, when people talk about growth, they often just say, at least now, it has become very glamorized. It's just something that, we need to do. We need to grow. We need to, you know, self help, do self care, do the whole 9 yards because, we want to be our best self. We want to be, a better person. We want to do this, that, and that so we can achieve blah, blah, blah. And like I've read like a couple posts and stuff and seeing it on Substack and just in general, like how glamorized the aspect and the art of healing, self-love, I don't know, glowing up, all the like the whole shebang. It's just become glamorized. And like as someone who is still and is still continuing with my self-love journey, and it's something that has become like prominent, honestly. It's become prominent. It's one of those things where it's not like, oh, Monday, Wednesday I'm gonna engage in self-care. It's one of those things where it's like now I've had to anchor a self-care ritual in every part of my day, and also coming to the terms with the fact that it's okay if it doesn't happen at the same time every day, because it's like it's all fluid. Like these past 2 days I've woken up and I've done like some like lymphatic yoga flow and whatnot, and it's been cool. Like Monday I got up at 8:40. It was like the day before yesterday. I woke up at 8:45, and I worked out and it was cool. I was pumped. I was ready for the day, and then it was a day. And then this morning I was like, no, we're sleeping in to like 9:30 because I was tired, but I still got up. And instead of doing 2 videos, I did one because anything is better than nothing. And it's holding space for the me that I want to be, but also not jumping ahead and then being upset when I don't do it. It's the way I'm trying to put it is like, if I'm someone who like has movement and stuff and like inflows my body, then I'm someone who like does movement and I flow my body, and I blah blah blah. And if I just have like a slow day where I'm like, I don't want to move, that's okay, because like I'm not obligated to move every day. But if I am someone who wants to move every day, then I will still move every day despite like XYZ. It's a whole lot of another thing is something I was thinking in the shower is like, I can't control what people think. That's their prerogative. Which leads me to the next thing I've been saying with, I love the opportunity cost. I learned about that in macroeconomics, and now I just apply it to every aspect. The time worried about this could be spent enjoying doing this. The time worried about how they think of me, or just how they think, is time I could be spent, enjoying myself and doing it. It's like, time spent worried about what someone else got going. I'll just worry about myself. Like, yeah, it was one of the voice notes I recorded earlier, because I'm like, I was just thinking of like the time spent trying to be this person. I guess I could just be the person, and it's like so many different nuances that fall into that, because like, oh, I'm rich, I want to be a millionaire. I mean, you essentially can become a millionaire, but it's all open for, like, you have to start, you you can't say you want to become like a millionaire, but you're like, you have really bad credit card debt, and you're just like very reckless with your money. Because before people are millionaires, I'm quite sure they learn how to budget and manage their money, because like they start saving, and then it's like, yeah, it's like a whole lot of like different nuances. Like in my case, I was elected the co-director of one of the positions I was like looking forward to at school. And like I was thinking like, oh, pass me would have been like, oh, I want to do this, but it's like, oh, that's so scary and it's just so daunting. But then me now is like, oh my gosh, if I have to go to another meeting, I swear I will bang my head into a wall. But then me in the shower and then me expelling air like and stuff, it was just like, actually, no, this is kind of what I expected, you know. Like, if I'm more involved, of course I'm going to have like organization meetings and stuff that I need to go to. So of course it's going to feel jarring if me, who's a little cocoon and just doesn't like to socialize, of course she feels overexerted and stuff now that I'm stepping into being more involved. So it's like having to rework where I'm distributing my energy more and whatnot, like social battery and whatnot. But I mean, like, it's all happening in due time. But that's just me, like, going back to the whole thing with like growth has been like glamorized. It's like, it's easy for someone to say like, oh, you know, I'm waking up at 6 a.m. or I journal every day or I meditate, blah 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 blah. It's so easy for like everyone to say that there's doing these things, but in order to have like the discipline to do these things in a way that works so that you reap the benefits instead of just saying you get the benefits, I feel like credit needs to be given where credit is due. So like, you know, I applaud all those who are on their self-love journey. Clap for you and whatnot, you know, like. But you know, that's it. That's all I wanted to get off my chest. Thank you for watching. This was your sacred space, and yeah.